Welcome back, everyone, to Missions 101, where last time we finished the first half of the missions. So today we'll begin the second half by doing the first two missions in the sixth set. There are a total of 10 sets in all. So let's first speak with Horin here, who will have our first mission for the day. Missions Abandoned Supplies. I have a new mission for you, Pineleaf. My scouts were passing by the abandoned ruins of Stromvarth in the Floodfells, where they noticed some supplies just left there. We should return there at once and gather any supplies that have yet to spoil. Alright, let's go and gather these abandoned supplies. First off, of course, we need to check what our twist is. Raging monsters in submission will enrage at low morale, gaining attack strength and attack speed. Oh, fun. Within the old ruins of Stromvarth lie abandoned supplies from various orcs and goblins who have encamped there. Your mission is to collect the abandoned supplies sheltered throughout Stromvarth. I wonder if the drunken goblins that we encountered the last time we did a mission at this place are the ones who left them there. I don't know, but let's go and travel there and find out. Here we are, back in Stromvarth, where last time we didn't have to worry about mobs or anything like that because we just had those drunken goblins, but looks like this time we have some bats. That's right, bats. So let's take care of... Alright, for a moment there I thought it wasn't going to be coming down. But we have to see here. Oh, right. Are we going to... Where are my combat sounds? Now, it looks like we also have some rats here. Bats and rats. They wanted the mobs to rhyme, huh? I suppose that's possible. So we have supplies. Here's our first set of supplies. There we go. And now we need only 11 more, or 10 more after I collect this one. Is there any up here? Nope, none up there. So let's go down and deal with some bats and some rats. Meaty rats. I'm not too sure I want to describe. Well, I suppose they're meaty because they've been eating. Maybe they should have rhymed it and said fat rats instead, considering all this food that they've probably been consuming. That's always a possibility. So let's take care of that, and that. They just won't die. There you go. This can be a bit annoying with all these bats. Especially when one attacks you from behind and stuns you as you're going against a completely different group. Oh, good grief. Hey. I'm trying to find supplies here. I guess they are jealously guarding these supplies. He said, "These are our supplies! You stay out of this, hobbit!" And just because other people call you rat folk doesn't mean that you have to steal food from the rats, right? I think that's something like that. Now, let's see what's here. Here we go. There we go. And here we go. Hello! And of course, we're going to find a number of them up there where we encountered all those goblins before. And the goblins appear to have left their tents there. Alright, now let's head up here, take care of these bats. And get rid of them And of course, take all the supplies. And let's see if there's any of it that hasn't been eaten a bit, because you can just imagine what would happen if a bunch of rats got into the area. Now, I don't know what type of bats those are. I presume they must be some sort of fruit bats or something like that, because I can't imagine a insectivore's bat going around. Well, actually, it may hang around here because there are insects collecting around the. So the bats might not be going after the supplies. They might be going around about attacking insects that are going to supplies. So okay, that's what the now of course the rats are of course directly going into the supplies. I guess that's plausible. Now if they're fruit bats, I presume that they may go directly into supplies if they're reasonably good. I don't know what type of bats you have in Middle Earth. Interesting question. I'll have to consider that matter at some point. What kind of bats are you most likely to have in Middle Earth? Annoying ones, I think, are the most likely ones you're going. At least, if based on the game, annoying ones are the ones that you most likely get because they seem to attack on sight and spit radar at sonar, not radar. Sonar at you to stun you. I just try to think of the plausibility of a bat having a strong enough echolocation sound to be able to stun something. Interesting thought there. Oh, I actually missed something up here. Oh, yes, I did. I missed some supplies. Now, let's head up this way because that section up there, I think. Yeah, hey, oops. Took a wrong turn. If I could skip that particular bat, since I think I need to come up here, right? Wrong! I've always had trouble finding these last two. They seem to be up in weird places. Alright, and that's just where I came from. No wonder I didn't go far enough away. Ooh. Yes, this, I think, is where I was intending to go. It's amazing how often I get the last two wrong. I forget every single time how to get there. And I don't know how I managed to do that. Oh, well, I found that probably was that bat I was trying to avoid before. Almost certainly is the bat I was trying to avoid before. This is not exactly one of my favorite ones because I always, oh, it's up this way. Ah, yes, here it is. I always had trouble finding this place. Actually, I always just hit the delete key and find it that way. I was just thinking if I could actually remember before it changed. Nope. For these last two, the delete key is your friend. That's the lesson for today. Because I think there are two in this area. Well, there's obviously one right there. Yeah, and the other one's up there. Alright, so these are the last two supplies. There you go. Let's grab that. Let's grab this. And let's head on our way down. I see ring, which says this way to the dwarf, this way to the mission reward. Not that I can think of anything else I need to buy with it. And great work! That's the last of the salvageable supplies. Let's return and report your success. Yes, let's go. Oh, cursory search tells me that there is one fruit bat that lives in Europe and all the rest of them are insectivores. So I think that means that most likely they are hunting insects that are going into the supplies, which sounds like the most reasonable fit for the whole thing. What do you say, Horan? Well done! With the supplies, the war effort will continue. It's important to keep everyone fed and healthy in our quest to reclaim Gundabad. I suppose that is true. And what else? Jaws of the Dead. Yes, I have a new mission. My scouts have returned from Valdalir with troubling news. It appears that these wargs are more canny than we expected. In addition to devouring the unlucky enough to cross their paths, they also keep grisly trophies in the darkened passages of Valdalir. It's an insult to the slain, and I won't allow it to stand. You are to travel to Valdalir and destroy those trophies at once. For the Jovruka! For the Gabilaka! Alright, let's go and get rid of those trophies, right? Oh, and what else? Twist, shared corruption. Monsters in this mission will apply a corruption to nearby allies. Oh boy, and this is going to be lots of wargs, of course. Within Valdalir, the most vicious wargs of Elderslades dwell in darkness, surrounded by countless skulls and other grisly trophies. Your mission is to destroy collections of grisly trophies kept by the wargs in Valdalir. Right. Jaws of the Dead? This is going to be one of those at Valdalir, which means that you're going to run into... Oh, well, I guess I have to take care of this one first. Actually, it looks like I managed to get 3 at a time. I got a 3 for it. Wonderful. Because we also have the other one that's up there that's trying to sneak up on me. As rude of you to put a... Oh, that's where you went. Wait, these are just constantly howling corruptions up there. Okay, well, ouch! Well, that's the worst start I've ever gotten to this mission. Usually I get maybe 1 or 2 of them, but all 3 at once is not the ideal way of doing that, but my detection didn't go very well. But we need to collect these things. Now, collecting these things is pretty straightforward. There you go. But we also came in here at 1.2. What was the other one that we came into here to do? Trying to remember which mission is which sometimes when they have more than one in a location. Obviously we have this one, and there's another one where I think we're just trying to kill a big bad warg. Always something that's being done. Alright, and this will take care of half of them at least. Good. So either that or it was killing certain numbers of wargs, which is another little thing that we sometimes do. That's 6. 7. Right, 7. I think there are 2 more here, and then we can get 1 more. Actually, might as well grab this one right here so we won't have to worry about that one later. So there are just 2 more, and I see them down that way. Let's wake up this warg, because we know it's going to wake up if I try to sneak by it, right? Because this is what they do. What does this corruption do? Plus 20% melee damage, of course. Yeah, we can't have it doing that. Number 9. Oh. Hello! Sneaky warg. As promised, you don't always detect them when they do that to you. Oh. I want to see what that other corruption does, because I noticed that there are two different corruptions that they have. Is it just a second tier of the first one? But it looks like that unless you've got two and have so much on your too much on your hands, you're not going to see what that second. Ah, of course, he won't cooperate. No, I'm a warg. I don't cooperate with you when you're trying to get information. All right. Well, that completes the mission. Now there is another tunnel that I bypassed. Nah, they're just. Hello. Hey, 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 hey! Oh, okay. Get them both anyway. I was looking to give him a chance to get two up anyway, right? So maybe the other one will have time to get up a corruption, a second corruption. Just so I can get my information. Hey, 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 hey. Ouch. Right, because this I think is still the first one. Well, I'm not going to get the information. I'm not going to go deeper into it since the 2-minute timer is going to be elapsing eventually. Just wasn't quick enough before to find out what that other corruption was. Alright, I'm out of here. Come on, let us leave this dreadful place and report our success. Yes, we are back from the dreadful place. It is done then? Good. You have my thanks for destroying those terrible trophies, Pineleaf. Oh, terrible trophies. Yeah, that's the perfect word for that. And that is it for today's episode. The first two missions in the 6th set of missions. So we're now on our way through the second half of the missions as we continue along here in Missions 101. Good day, class dismissed.